Okay, I was highly confused there. Alright, this is going to be the second part of today's recorded sesh. Guys, I found out I am a grandfather today. 43 years old and found out I'm a grandpa. Man. The first time I was a grandpa was by my stepson. One of my actual children is having a child now, so I had to take time to process that. While I was doing so and chit-chatting on the phone, I did most of Japan. I'm just going to be honest. My phone sits right here in its little holder, which I went up and got me some food, so it's not in its holder. But I sat right here and chit-chatted, and for those of you who don't know, this is pretty much my office that doubles as a gaming room, so one of these days, if you guys are lucky enough, I'll show it to you. It's actually not quite done yet. You can probably see right by the Xbox sign over here, there's like a greenish looking gap. That's not by design. My office / game room is built in the basement, and that is actually an outer wall that leads to underneath my porch. It is a wall that is not finished yet, which is why I have to have the heater that is mounted to the wall right here. Plans to finish that are in the works. Rice isn't worth nothing. Alright, long story short, we are pretty much done here with Japan. I think, for now anyway, that should be the last of what we have to do here. Sounds like my stepson might be home. So yes, we are going to go back to the airport. And we are going to take everything out of here with us. And by everything, I literally mean everything. The only things we're leaving here are well, absolutely nothing. Because I will never be back here to harvest any rice. Yeah, I will just never be back here. Cherries will be the only thing I would come back here for. And for cherries, I don't really need anything but tractor, trailer, that type of stuff. We are going to go back to USA. USA. Cherries are definitely worth the money, though. So, coming back here to don't know what raw materials I had, but okay. We're going to sell it for $4. Get out of my face, you little fly. I also need, hold on. Just a Alright, now we have everything back here on Montana soil. I could theoretically leave everything here. However, I don't see a point to that. Same thing goes for the other ones. I know that most of the things that I need for the other countries are still there. The only thing I would ever need to go back to Japan with would be the tractor and trailer, and maybe, just maybe, a sprayer. I don't know exactly what it takes for the cherry fields. I guess we could run back there and see if we own the cherry fields, but we'll do that some other time. I'm not doing that right this minute. So we are going to pull all of our equipment out of here. We're going to drive this slow sucker back up there. I don't think we have any more countries to go to, so that's a little bit of a plus. I mean, obviously this is the campaign, so you can't ever tell, but speaking of that, I have not saved in a minute. We are most definitely going to save. Part of me doesn't want to sell the rice stuff at the moment just because I don't know what the future is going to bring. I do know that I'm going to utilize the blue trailer for now, and I'm going to utilize the plow. So right now we're going to drive this tractor up here so we can grab yet another piece of equipment. Actually, wait a minute. Isn't there a way that I can... Yes, but isn't there a way that I can get my stuff? Virtual garage. Wow. I don't really want to move every damn thing to my garage though, and I don't know what's up here, so that's kind of what screws me on that note. I guess we'll just drive up here and see. I know it's going to be highly beneficial to us to buy another piece of property that we can do potatoes on, and I know it's going to be way more beneficial to get a much larger potato planter. So I think those are what we're going to focus on as far as the Montana farm goes. We will eventually go back to Japan because I know cherries are absolutely ridiculous as far as money goes. That will help us pay off our loans here. That is also where I screwed up the first time I tried to do the campaign. I failed this mission, which sucks because I don't think it's going to come back, and that means I basically failed to get one of the achievements, which is complete all side missions. But I had no idea by picking another mission it would fail that one. I just figured it would cancel that one. However, lesson learned. Whatever. We have also done a few of the challenge series. We haven't done all of them. We did Montana, so we'll probably try to get some of that done too. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm pretty big on achievements. So usually if I play a game, I try to get the majority of the achievements that I can before I pack it up. Alright, the other thing is this tractor and this trailer. This trailer is technically going right down here for the plums. I'm going to keep the little blue trailer for now for the greenhouses. Well, the greenhouse. Should I say there's not a lot of money in it, but there's some money in it. We'll continue to keep the greenhouse for now. We have a much larger trailer at the house. Like I said, we have most all of our stuff here. I haven't had a chance to spray here yet. So I would assume that all I have to do is take the sprayer and go spray the cherry trees and then go back a couple days later and collect the cherries. So we'll put that to the test a little bit later. As far as the rice equipment goes, probably just going to sell it. I mean, it's going to give me a lot more money, and I don't ever plan on doing rice again. So if it has me do rice again, that would be kind of screwed. Cherries, 100% I will. Rice, 100% I will not be making that a cash crop. What in the fucking shit? Jesus. This is a much smaller plow, but it's perfectly fine the way it is. What, dude? You gotta go outside or something? No. Just wanted to stalk me for a minute, I guess. And as you can see, my ultra expensive Elite 2 controller is starting to get drift in it. Imagine that, it was made by Microsoft. I gotta keep that monetary security in check, you know. They can't be letting you buy a controller for $200 freaking that's gonna work great for very long. I've definitely had the controller for a little while, but as far as using it, I have not used it to any extremities whatsoever. Very lightly used. and it's falling the fuck apart. Like, the rubberization's falling off of it. My left bumper has been acting funky and not working properly for a while now, which is why I can't use it on my shooter games that I play. I would not recommend the Elite controllers. They don't have any better actuators in them than the other ones. Literally, you're paying for the scuff controls on the bottom. That's it. It's an over-engineered controller that you would think by paying the amount of money you're paying for it, you're going to get, you know, a little bit better actuators, you know, a little bit better quality, it's going to last a little longer. No. Fuck no. Shit's a joke. I think my next controller is going to be a game, sir. I would like to get back into some of my shooter games, and it's pretty much impossible with an Xbox brand controller. You know, you play Call of Duty and you might play for 90 days with your brand new $70 controller, and then you got drift in your joysticks and you got to set your dead zones out to like 10 or 15, and screw that. I think the most expensive controller GameSir has right now is $70. That's for a wireless. And I think I'd much rather try one of those. I've heard lots of positive feedback and a lot of good reviews on those controllers, plus the fact that you can pretty much go in and set all of your own settings for your controller. So what the hell's going on with my chair? Alright, finally get all my stuff back. Then we're not even going to worry about milk right now. We know that one is a long, long process. I'm going to have to get a baler, I'm going to have to get a wrapper, I'm going to have to get all kinds of stuff for that. Either that or I'm going to have to get a forge wagon. A forge wagon would probably do the same thing for me if I wanted to get silage. But either way, I would still have to... Cows are ridiculous. Let's just leave it at that. Cows are absolutely ridiculous. Filling up the fodder is like $2,500 every time you want to do it. $6,340 gallons of milk is a lot of milk. And I mean a lot of milk. I would almost need to buy every cattle farm on the map and run that shit for like 4 hours. And I'm talking real-time hours, not game hours or none of that shit. I also don't know what's missing here. It's missing something, but I don't have time to mess with that at the moment. We got to get all of our equipment here. We got to get the other stuff that we brought back with us sold. We have to check out our loans and our debts, because that is going to be a big thing that we need to pay off in the end. I know that we are just about back to the point we were at before it froze up and locked us out. And that is basically paying off our debt. Once we pay off our debt, I think we have completed the campaign. I'm not sure. That's as far as I made it. I was in the process of paying off my debt when my single save got corrupted and we got locked out of it. We're finally making some headway on our green energy project though, so we're finally making $440 a day, which is not bad. If I could pay off this $85,000 loan, it would probably look much nicer. However, that is something that we could dump some funds into as well, is more of the wind energy. Wind energy is going to play a huge financial role for us here real soon. So doing that sooner rather than later is probably a better idea, because that's just going to, it's just going to lead to much better profitability. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell that stuff. What do you say? I forgot that we do have a fuel tanker as well. Potatoes are a really good cash crop. Planting them is the problem. We will keep this little guy for now because I have some other plans. However, very soon we're going to be doing the necessary upgrades that we need to get a planter cultivator combo. That will allow us one less pass across the field. It's just going to be much more worth it. Oh shit. Well, we died. We died right at the edge of our farm. I know we've been doing a lot of the campaign lately. We haven't really gotten to the free farming. Free farming is a lot more open, right? Obviously, I have one account that has $1 million because I want to jump in and just grab some of the quick achievements by, I think it's like owning 8 sheds, buying the single most valuable plot, just some different things like that. So let's go ahead, since we're already here. I got 127,000. I want to kind of balance this out though, so I want to buy, I think I want to buy 2 more of these wind turbines. We got lots more that we can buy, so let's go ahead and buy this one. Holy crap, that was loud. Alright, that puts us at 118,000. I know that in order to properly raise the cattle, we either are going to have to compensate with financials, right? And that's just filling it up with fodder every time. Like I said, I think fodder, if I'm not mistaken, to fill it up is like 2,500. I can upgrade for 50,000. That's not gonna work. currently have 8 cows. It allowed us to buy 2 more, so we can have 10 total here. I don't know. We have 6% milk, which isn't bad, and that's just off the fodder alone. So spending the time and effort on buying a baler, doing all the bales and everything else may not be worth it in the campaign. Not when you can spend 2,500 bucks and basically just do your thing. I think we'll go ahead and just continue what we're doing, let this thing fill up. We will go ahead and start planting our fields, because that's going to be the next major factor of the situation. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to get hooked up to this device here. We're going to go fill up with taters, and we're going to plant. I do have to cultivate 2 of the fields, but I don't think you have to cultivate a potato field. Could be wrong. Could be one of those things where it gives you better yields. I don't remember 100% how this particular game works. Right now, the biggest focus is going to be paying off the loans and continuing this saga. There's no work by potato planting. Oh, and that's why, because you have to cultivate it. So let's go ahead and get that started. We're going to do some of this, and then I think we're going to let the AI do the rest of it. Still saves us a little money by doing part of it ourselves. Figure we do a few more passes, then we'll let AI take over. I think we've already saved way more this round than we did the last round. I think the last round, when we were this far, we had spent like, it was something ridiculous, like 50,000 on hired workers, which we haven't been planting that aggressively this time because we've been actually doing our side quests and missions, which have helped us out a lot. Oh, speaking of that, I need to go get the fuel tank. May have to run over there and grab that here after all this is done. Get this field planted and then we'll go grab that. Alright, excuse me, after this pass, I think we have enough head start to be able to go ahead and hire both of these workers. Alright, I lied. This pass will be the last one, for sure. That at least saves us a couple $100 off of the total. Biggest objective is trying not to cost ourselves an arm and a leg doing this shit. Because sure, you can have your workers do all the work for you and you can just kind of sit back or run around and do things. But at the end of the day, it ends up costing your farm and your profits to do so. So I paid him $500, but that's the entire field price. Now once he gets done, I'll get a kickback, and you'll see that here in just a few minutes. Get on my face, little fly. You can only hire an additional worker to do the same job. Alright, well, if that's the case, then let's go ahead and drop this. We'll go up and get the fuel trailer. That'll give us time to go pick that up, put some fuel in it, and bring it here to the farm. I don't really think that I've went any further with the quest items either that are still available. I know there's the Chinese restaurant, and I don't know of any other ones. So we're going to go over here to the fuel tank, and then we will venture over there here shortly and see what's left over there. Sometimes these simulator games make me a little sleepy. There's not enough action. You want to fucking smooch? See, we got $342 payment returned. Not too awful bad. We're gonna go up here and put some fuel in this. Now, obviously, we're not gonna fill it up because it'll cost me like $10,000 to fill this thing up, but we're gonna go put a little effort into it. I need to work on finding all 100 sapphires as well, because that's something that we had like 80 some sapphires on. And of course the game locked up on us. So that was beautiful. Gonna keep an eye on our money. $623 gallons will work for me. Considering this bad boy is only 72 gallons, you know, we'd fill up for, what, 7 times. I think we'll be alright with that. I know another purchase I'm going to have to make is going to be the milk tank. Because I'm pretty sure we don't have a milk tank right now. Alright. The fact that the other tractor's not back, and we need to get on with the process. We're going to park this right over here. I hate that when games do that shit. There's clearly nothing touching it, but it claims you're still hitting it. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I gotta go get the eggs from the chicken coop. They are going to spoil. Then we have to pay, I would say we're going to pay roughly $20,000 on our loan and get that thing paid down. I think we still owe like 86 or 80,000 or something like that. Go park this at the farm. And we got to take a look at what quests or side quests or whatever we still have here on this map. I don't think there's side quests on other maps, but I could be wrong. If I missed that stinking achievement by one mission, I'm gonna be pretty mad. Obviously there's not shit I'm gonna do about it, because I'm definitely not playing this campaign through again. But it's gonna be a little frustrating. $48 cartons. We don't even have any chickens left. Chickens and rabbits just really are heavily not worth it, in my opinion. Okay, we do need to go continue our greenhouse so we can get some cabbage just in case we can get that other mission unlocked. Or not really unlocked, but put back into the mix of things. Next thing we're gonna need is water. Go ahead and top that off with water while the field is planting. I know I need to cultivate this field, but that's not gonna be happening just yet. Man, you know what? I just can't. I wanted to fill up and then just leave the empty tank sitting there, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. idea what the hell that was. Holy shit. The dog certainly would like to know what that was too. Alright, we're gonna hire them. I will be right back. What the heck? Excuse me. I will not be standing there like that. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, well, it looks like everything is done doing its stuff. I didn't find anything upstairs, and I decided to leave a piss and let the dogs out. So, that's all taken care of. Looks like this is all taken care of. Let's go ahead and send him back over to the other field. Well. Time to plant some wheat. And then I think we'll be done for the day. We're gonna save the other field for tomorrow. Tamara? Gotta check and see what time the wife gets home here in a minute. Boop. Well, we've already paid more in hiring people to do our stuff in the last 30 minutes than we have the entire time we've been playing this part of the campaign, I think. Let's go ahead and get us a good save in here. We better pay off some of our loan. I think that's going to be a good idea. What do we still owe? Damn, we're down to 64K there. Why is this one not moved, but it's still... That's the one that really bothers me. This one doesn't seem to move unless you pay it, but it still charges you money for it, so it doesn't doesn't make any sense. We're gonna start paying that off now because I know for a fact that's gonna be one of the big things that it tries to hold against us in the end, because we've been there and done that. We are just about to the point where we got screwed last time. Hopefully with the double save feature we're using this time, that won't happen. Oh. Alright, we're gonna run over here, see what this one is. I think I'm gonna have to look into getting me some Mucinex. I constantly feel like I got some shit in my lungs and my chest that just won't break up and come the hell out of there. What do you want this time?
Let's see, we can make a deal.
Payers? Means I gotta buy another damn orchard. I don't think I want to do that. Not yet. Obviously, apparently I'm gonna have to do that. One thing at a time. Find the farmer's car. Park the car in front of the farmer's house. We know where the car's at. I just gotta remember how to get up there. Woohoo! Oh, it's crazy. He's got the same car as me. I just want to bail it off the freaking cliff. What do you guys say? Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, shit! Yeah, buddy. Slightly used. Alright, who do we got left? Who messaged me? I don't even know. Let's see, pears. That's plums. Which, I mean, obviously I could sell the plum patch, but what's this? Is this pears? It is pears. 42,000. Sheesh. Any other plum field or pear fields? This one's an apple field, right? Well, that's solar panels. Where's the apple field that's by my house? Oh, it's right here. I'm sure it's going to want me to own that one too. Man. No, these side quests require you to do a lot of shit. Worker finished sowing field 3. Whoopity fucking doo! 42,000 for pears to simply finish this fucking quest. Okay, alright. We gotta get the hell up out of here. Alright, sorry guys, I am having a discussion with my mother. Are you fucking with me right now, game? Because, okay, the game is absolutely fucking whack. Turn my fucking headlights off. Just did the same thing 4 times in a row to get it to work. Bitches. Alright, cultivation is finally complete. The first thing I need to do before I really start dumping any money into anything else as far as orchards or whatever is I've got to get my farming equipment right, because without my farming equipment nothing else really matters. So I need a planter cultivator, but we're going to go ahead and hold on to our 50K for now, simply because I know there's money I can make real quick here. Alright, tomorrow we will do fertilization, irrigation, and spraying. I do not remember how much the planter cultivator costs, but I do know I need to take my other tractor up north to the orchard. I need to spray so I can get some more stuff out of that. Do have some manure I could sell, but it's really not even worth it if I'm being 100% honest. It's just not. Alright, now this save is after our payment on the loans and after grabbing a few, 2 more of the wind turbines. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. I would assume that it's coming up on a point where I'm going to need to repair my tractors. Yeah, there we go. We're making some okay money now. Once these loans are paid off, we'll make even better money. I don't think upgrading anything at the moment is going to be worth it. It's not like it takes forever to complete these tasks. I know the plums are worth good money. I don't know how much the pears are worth. But altogether I'm going to need probably about 87,000 to own all the orchards. So I should probably focus on my farming stuff and making as much farming money as I can at the moment. Get this loan paid off, and then once the loan's paid off, then we could probably focus on other things. I hate this time of year. Let me rephrase that. I love this time of year because I can grow my garden stuff, and I got all kinds of other plants in the house and like just all kinds of shit growing. But I hate it because you get the little bitty like black fruit flies, and fucking things are so damn annoying. They literally just sit here and buzz, fly right around your face, right in front of your eyeballs. Make you want to kick a puppy and punch a baby. Or, the other fantastic thing I love is how you'll be sitting here minding your business and breathing like a normal person, and the damn thing will try to fly up your nostril. That's also very delightful. Makes you feel really appreciative of the little bastards even existing. I know I get real excited when that shit happens to me anyway. For the life of me, I can't remember what I took a $100,000 loan out in the beginning of this game for. I would assume it was for some kind of farming equipment I knew I was going to need and I didn't have. But I'm questioning whether it's actually even worth it. And I don't really recall what it could have possibly helped me with, because I'm not seeing the benefit to it. Unless that's what I did when I bought the solar field. Which could be true. It could be true. Alright, let's look around here. I think there's a place to... We're not even going to drive and see. We're going to open the map and see. Okay, so there should be pesticides here. Nothing closer over here, right? Nope, just water. Alright. Now all we gotta do is fill up with water, fill the water tank, and we should be good to go over here. My tractors have absolutely been put to the test lately. Okay, dokie. 90%. The game's fucking tweaking the fuck out. Doesn't even know what the hell's happening right now. Turn the corner and everything started glitching. Look at it. Like jerking and seizing. Like it just had a bout of epilepsy. Hold on a second. Give me a minute, guys. This is going to take me a few minutes, ladies and gents. My child, who is on disability, is now been left home alone. So give me a minute. you.